Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Slangy. So in today's video, the truth about weight loss. Guys, there's so much on the internet, so much that our friends tell us, so many fat burning juices, recipes and stuff like that is out there, and you are told that if you do this you're going to lose this amount of weight, and you end up not losing that amount of weight after dedicating yourself to do those programs or squeeze those lemons, and you end up being frustrated because you're like, if it worked for her, why didn't it work for me? And I think another problem that I have with this is people are not showing us every day taking the juice or whatever it is that they're eating. So someone just shows you a picture, they're like, I did this and I did that, and you're like, ma'am, tell the truth. It's not the juice only, okay, that helped you lose the weight. So I have asked someone to be here to help us debunk some of those myths. They're called at Sweat Therapy SA. They're also responsible for me being this happy and glowing because I'm losing weight at a reasonable rate, as well as a rate that is sustainable. For me, what helped was being on a caloric deficit. And I know this is said so many times, be on a caloric deficit and stuff like that, but would you know how to calculate how much calories you're supposed to eat and how much calories you're supposed to burn by yourself? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. So what sweat therapy helped me with was making sure that we factor in my physical activity. How active am I? What I typically eat? What will be required to sustain my body to do those functions every day and allow me to still lose weight in a reasonable way. So the goodness of having someone who understands how weight loss or how weight gain works, especially for us as African sisters. For reference, I am an endomorph who's also pear-shaped. I don't have quite distinct or well-defined hips. I wish I could, or I wish I had, but according to my measurement ratios, I am that. Sometimes you unknowingly use a routine or a program of someone who's an ectomorph and hoping that it will give you the same result as an endomorph. And if it doesn't do that, you quit or you get frustrated or you say that other people are lying, whereas you forgot that what an ectomorph does might not necessarily work for you. And I honestly wish that most videos put this disclaimer when they are talking about weight loss journey or weight gain journeys, so people understand the point of a reference. I also started weighing what I ate. If you don't have a scale, that's fine. There's an app that I'm using. It's called My Fat Secret. It literally has most of the things that we consume on the daily. You just put it there. If it was stewed chicken, put it there as is, and it will ask you were the bones removed, was the skin removed. Guys, I know the chicken skin tastes good, but it is deadly. You know the difference I picked up just by removing the skin. I was like, you mean this little thingy, it has so much calories. Other things could be things that we eat which are not so filling, and as a result we have to eat more because you ate a muffin and coffee in the morning. First of all, that muffin has a lot of calories, but because it was not filling, you had to eat again and eat again and eat again. So all these things, jargons, science behind it, facts and other things, honestly, if you're just like me or just an ordinary person, it's too much to handle. It's too much to comprehend, and it's too much to remember every day. This is where at Sweat Therapy comes in. Honestly, if I had money, I would pay for people to be on those programs, whether it's losing weight or gaining mass. It has really helped me a lot. I was going to the gym, doing cardio, step, kickboxing, spinning, and so many things, but the food element was missing. And as much as I was doing those funny cardio stuff, I also didn't understand that for someone like me, sometimes doing excessive cardio, my body's not even losing weight at the end of the day, or it's not losing as much weight as I would like for it to lose, because it's now under shock and it's thinking, wait, what's going on? This sudden change, what's going on? We need to hold on to the fat, and then as a result, you're disappointed because you're like, I did all that for nothing. So if you have someone who understands how these things link together and function to be a wholesome system that serves you for your body goals, perfect. For me, I highly recommend them. You guys will be able to judge for yourselves as well. As I talked to him and asked him some of the questions, I felt like someone could have told me in layman's term so that I understand and I make the best decision for myself. So without any further ado, let us talk to the founder of Sweat Therapy.
Hi, I believe in the psychological benefits of physical exercise. For a lot of people, it helps keep you grounded. It helps you feel motivated and confident in yourself even when the rest of your life seems to be spiraling out of control. By no means does it replace actual therapy, but it's as close a step as you can find, at least in my books. The second reason is because there are a lot of myths running around out there, and ones that I've come across just like everyone else in my pursuit of my dream body and my pursuit of wellness. So I want to help people dispel most of those myths and make it easier for you to pursue your goals. So we take a scientific and kind of personal approach to helping you achieve your goals, whatever they are, whether it's muscle gain, whether it's fat loss, whether it's mass loss. We have a calorie-centered approach. We figure out exactly how it is your body does what it does, how many calories it burns, so on and so forth, and then we give you all the proper information, guide you, hold your hand down the road, and help you, whether it's eat more, exercise, eat less or exercise more, or whatever it is that you need to do to achieve those goals. At the top of the list, it's a spot reduction of fat. People believe that doing sit-ups burns stomach fat, or that curling burns the fat on your arms, whereas your body uses fat on a per demand basis. So you need to be in a calorie deficit for you to lose any kind of fat. I think that's at the highest of the list of people's general consensus around fat loss. Second to that, the benefits or what protein is for, particularly in a dietary perspective. People have this belief that protein is primarily for muscle building, whereas protein ups your metabolism and helps you recover from your exercises. So yeah, protein is not primarily just for that. I think, yeah, those are at the top of the list. First of all, I wish people actually understood how calories worked. I think that is number one on the list of any goal you have, whether it's muscle building, fat loss, or weight loss in general. Calories are very much at the top of the list. They have the biggest influence on pretty much any of your goals. Second is resistance training or weightlifting or whatever it is that you want to call it. People think that that is also only for building muscle, whereas weightlifting has huge weight loss benefits as well. So yes, it's primarily those two. I'll start with the most controversial, which is water mass or water and glycogen. It's the primary reason why people feel like they need to leave carbs, because what carbs do, or to simplify it, is they give your muscles energy for movement. That energy for movement comes from glycogen and water stored up in your muscle tissue, and that you can see that physically with your eyes. That's why when you go on like a keto diet, where that's people that cut carbs entirely, you lose a whole lot of weight very, very quickly, but that's not fat, it's water weight. So I think people often think that when they lose the mass from carbs, it's actually fat, but that time it's actually water, and it can be replenished just by eating a very small amount of carbs. So I think that's why people are often disappointed when it comes to keto diets. Mass is your overall total body, so be it fat, muscle, and glycogen and water weight all together. People who want to generally slim down totally, that's kind of more of where the focus would be, because you wouldn't be concerned about how much muscle you retain. You would just want to shrink down your size in total. And then last, which is lean mass. Lean mass is practically muscle tissue. People who would need to focus on that would be people who are trying to what they call tone, whereas you would be dropping your fat level without reducing your amount of muscle. If you want to retain the booty or you want to retain your musculature, that would be what you would focus on. So yes, those are the three separate categories. Numbers are tricky, and like everything else that they represent, it's kind of very static, whereas the human body doesn't necessarily work its best that way. Weight loss is not directly linear, it doesn't go in a straight line. There are multiple factors that can determine what the scale tells you on that particular day, at that particular hour, so it changes from moment to moment. You could weigh yourself now, get a number, weigh yourself 30 minutes later and get a different number. The factors that affect that are, number one, bloating. If you had a significant amount of alcohol or you had a whole lot of carbs the day before, you could be slightly heavier, and it could be just due to that. It wouldn't be necessarily that you've gained fat. So it's important. That's the most important factor. For ladies, closer to that time of the month, is accommodated with a whole lot of bloating as well. That's something that could affect what the scale is. It could be before or after you've gone to the bathroom. That could affect whether the number is even up to 1.5 kilograms to 2 kilograms higher. So yeah, the scale is not necessarily a bad thing. I'm not vilifying the scale. The scale will let you know if what you're doing is working, but over a progression of time. Don't weigh yourself today and then weigh yourself tomorrow morning, and if the scale is even 0.8 kilograms higher, you want to now go insane and say that things are not working. Your body fluctuates. Nothing in the human body is like a computer. So have your scales, but use them wisely. Right, people can find me primarily on Instagram. So Instagram is where I do most of my informing. You drop by the page, give us a follow, and I drop all kinds of information. I answer questions, even just in general. So you can find me at sweat_therapy_SA. That is sweat_therapy_SA on Instagram.
Thank you, thank you. We've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you've not yet subscribed, I know it's easy to forget. Please do so. I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below, and I will be sure happy to assist. I'll also put Sweat Therapy's link in the description box, so you can just click it away and find their profile on Instagram. Do take care and keep well, and as always, remember to be kind. Bye.